So say you're just coming off an injury, you're fully healed, pain-free, and ready to get back in the gym. Chances are, A, you've lost a little bit of strength, and B, you've lost a little bit of mass too. Lucky for you, resistance training is exactly how you're going to get back to normal health. The question is exactly how hard should you be training after just coming off an injury. Before I get into the rest of this video, it's important that you guys know this is assuming you guys are fully recovered. What I mean by fully recovered is that I'm putting these guidelines out there for people that are pain-free, ready to get back in the gym, and have their full range of motion back. And just to let you guys know, this video is going to be broken down into 4 main tips. Number 1, start at 50 to 60% of what you're doing before your injury. While you may want to hop back into the gym and push whatever weight you were pushing before, chances are A, you won't have the same strength after a couple weeks of having not trained, and B, you'll push yourself way too hard and way too fast, and you'll end up hurting yourself again. Now, there's no exact consensus in the literature as to what percent of your 1RM or your 1 rep maximum you should be pushing when you're just getting back into the gym. And that's because every injury is a different case that varies in type and severity. But low to moderate intensity is your safest bet when just starting to train again, and 50 to 60% is right in that range. Tip number 2, periodize your program in a way that'll ensure you get back to your old strength. Now that you're actually back into training, the only way you can be certain you'll get back to 100% from the low to moderate intensity training you're doing now is if you have a smart, strategic, periodized program. What you want to do is make sure you're applying progressive overload and that you're improving every week by either increasing the load you're putting on or the number of reps you're pushing up, as well as throwing a variety of exercises in the mix like eccentric contractions to stimulate your muscles in as many ways as you can. As just an example of progressive overload, say your first week back you're pushing up 40s on your incline dumbbell press when you used to do 80s. Your second week back you should try to improve by either increasing your load and going up to 45s or increasing the amount of repetitions you do, so maybe doing 10 to 12 as opposed to the 8 you did last week. How fast you get back to 100% again entirely depends on your situation. If you're feeling good, you could push up your weight 10 pounds instead of just 5. If you're feeling a little rusty or maybe sore, just make sure you get enough rest so that you can improve next week. Tip number 3, work out at low volume to avoid re-injury. Too much volume or doing more sets than you need to in a week is one of the worst things you can do when you're trying to get back to normal strength. 1, it's going to make recovering from each workout a lot harder and negatively impact your performance in the gym. And 2, if you're a young athlete, you're 26 to 85% more likely to injure yourself than someone working at a lower normal volume. In a study published by the American College of Sports Medicine, 2 groups of military recruits were ran through a 12-week resistance training program on top of their basic military training. The only difference between the 2 groups was that the experimental group was given less volume. At the end of the study, they found the group that was given less volume but worked at the same intensity and frequency experienced about 15% less injuries than the non-experimental higher volume group, basically suggesting keeping the amount of volume or sets you do while training relatively low will lower your risk of injury, or in this case, re-injury. Tip number 4, know that it takes time. Fully recovering your strength is a long process, especially if you're out a couple months from your last injury. The easiest and safest way to deal with getting back to normal is being patient and doing things right. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, I'll put the 4 tips that I kind of went over right here. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact us at Westcoast SCI or seek professional help, whether it's with us or anybody else. Have a good day, guys.